Hey, so it's me, Unglamorous Glow. Welcome to another week of wellness. Before we get into this week's vlog, I just wanted to come in and share about 75 hard, because what I've really realized is that doing 75 hard really helped me on my journey. It changed my life. And I'm not saying that like, oh, it changed my life. No, there are habits, and getting that time to practice that changed my life. Okay, so let's get right into it. So the first way that 75 hard changed my life is it changed my relationship with failure. So ironically, this is one of the things that people hate about 75 hard, is that if you mess up, you have to start over. But it was those mess up that gave me the opportunity to practice my habits for longer. I had over 150 days with all of my mess ups to develop habits that are still helping me in my journey today. I still keep this same mindset. It's like every day is day 1 and day 50 all at the same time. They all count. They all matter. All efforts matter. At this point, I've been taking daily walk, making sure my water intake is where it needs to be, and following a plan of eating for over 6 months. Okay, so the second way that 75 hard changed my life is it stopped me from the habit of setting unrealistic goals. I'm the type, I get bored. I get bored easily. I start things and I am like so excited about it. Oh, let's do this. Yeah. And it dwindles off. But with this, I had to do it for 75 days. After a month or so, I was bored and thought maybe I should add running. Maybe I should increase my workout time to an hour or 90 minutes at a time, or all of this stuff that just wasn't necessary. So not wanting to change the minimum and commit to doing 2 90-minute workouts just because I was bored, I had to be okay with doing extra being a part of my normal routine. So if I had the energy to take an extra 15 minutes on my walk, then I do it. If I have the energy to do extra 30 minutes on my walking pad that didn't count towards my 45-minute workout or my 45-minute outdoor workout, it didn't count towards either workout. But if I wanted to do 30 extra minutes, I could, because I can, right? I think sometimes when people are doing 75 hard, they feel like they restrict themselves to what 75 hard gives them to do. And then it makes it like once you're not doing that, you're not doing anything. For example, now my step goal is 12K. Most days I get 14 or 15K, but I haven't increased my minimum because 12K is the minimum. My minimums don't limit me. They keep me steady. Knowing I have a realistic, sustainable home base to return to gives me the stability I need to be okay with pushing it some days and returning home on other days. And I'm still making progress each and every day. The third way that 75 hard changed my life was it took some of the drama out of the journey. Let me explain. So one time, so like a week or so in, and of course, okay, you can check out the playlist of 75 hard, because there were tears, there was drama, there was all of that, but it was a beautiful journey, all of my own. Anyway, but like I was saying, so a couple weeks in, I was Googling how much is too much water. Is drinking too much water bad for you? What are the signs of drinking too much water? Blah, 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 blah. I swore that gallon of water was the cause of my stomach hurting. And turns out after 150 plus days of drinking a gallon of water a day, that probably wasn't the reason for that one-off stomach ache. But my mind will tell me anything. And I listen to it most of the time. And that's the thing. Like, cut the drama. Like, you said you were doing the gallon. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Also, when you fail 75 hard once, twice, 3 times, and your 75-day challenge turns into 150 plus day challenge, you kind of lose your excuses when you have to go through the spring, the summer, and even some of the fall, and that was hot summers, and those cool fall mornings and storms come your way and you can't make an excuse. The excuses start not to matter. I walked yesterday and it was 10 degrees outside. I may walk today if I can get out there before this winter storm comes, because it's just not as dramatic as it used to be for me. Like, oh, it's too cold. Oh, it's too hot. If it's too hot, put a hat on. Maybe you'll take a shorter walk, maybe you'll grab maybe you need an electric fan. Maybe you need less clothes. If it's too cold, maybe you need more layers. Are you bundled up? Like, how can we make this work? Finding solutions versus finding excuses. When you're committed to 75 days and you don't want to keep starting over like I was starting over, you'll go ahead and find those solutions instead of those excuses real quick. Those 3 things that I just appreciate the time that I had with that structure. It gave me a new mindset about failures, and I was able to make peace with failure and see it as a friend along the way and a tool along the way to give me more time. And the more times I fell down, instead of being like, well, this just isn't working, I had proof through the pictures and the scale going down and all of those things that it actually was working, even if one day wasn't perfect. It's very slow, but working. Okay. As long as I started the next day with my goals in mind, I was sure to have some wins. 75 hard was the push that I needed to take my wellness journey to the next level. Now, was it cookie cutter? No. But is anybody's journey cookie cutter or perfect? But that's what made it great. And while I'm not reading a physical book every day anymore or taking a picture of myself every day, I learned a lot even from the habits that I don't do on a daily basis anymore. I'm always reading, whether it's Audible or a physical book. Monthly progress pictures work for me, but I'm happy that I have the information. I have those pictures. I have those pictures because I was taking pictures daily. And though I don't want to be patrolling myself that closely, it was helpful at the time, and it's helpful now to have the pictures. It has been over 6 months since I decided to try 75 hard, sitting like literally right here. It was a different thing right here at that time, but literally sitting right here, I decided just on a whim, just hadn't prepared the day before anything. It was like in the evening, and I just said, I'm going to start 75 hard. So much happened before that, let me say, that got me to that point. But what that journey did to assist me in being consistent, irreplaceable. It was exactly what I needed. And I'm so thankful for that journey. If you would like to continue to follow me on my journey, I'm still on a journey to see what my body can do, see what I can do with my body. Yeah, I'm just so excited about what the future holds. Right now we're in a fat loss phase, and it's a slow fat loss phase. So I'll be there all year. But after that, we'll be in a building phase, and we're just going to see what I can do. You can also follow my Road to 40 series that will be doing monthly check-ins, where on the first of every month, I'm weighing in. I'm, doing the whole body pick thing or body, check-in thing to show my progress. Oh, that's what you call them. Progress pics or progress video. I'll be doing that monthly and I have so much time. Before I turn 40, I have over a year. So I won't turn 40 until August of 2027. But again, just like my 75 hard journey was longer than 75 days, I want to take my time, and I deserve time to get it right, to develop those habits. And that's the journey that I'm on, a slow, sustainable journey. So if you'd like to join me on that journey, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me let you get into the vlog. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care. Good morning. Welcome to yet another week of wellness. So I am about to go to the gym, but before that, I'm going to have my breakfast. I wanted to talk to you about my seeds that I'm having. So I have pumpkin seeds, flax seeds. Those are, saw something about seed cycling. So these are for the first 14 days of your cycle. So from the day you start your period to 14 days after, that's the first 14 days when you're in your follicular phase. And there are other seeds for the luteal phase. And these Brazil nuts, just being a follower, my nutritionist says she takes 2 of these a day for selenium. And then I looked up the benefits of selenium, and I was like, why not give it a try? So these are, and I'm not having a full serving of any of them, but I'm having them, right? And honestly, none of the things that I looked up call for a full serving of them. So that's good. They say like a teaspoon or tablespoon, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, just getting my measuring, because these things do add up. Now I'm not gonna measure them every morning, but I like to get an eyeball feel of it. And so there's been days I measured it and days I didn't measure it, but just knowing what it looks like. So in here I have that I'm gonna have 4 grams of pumpkin seeds. So let's see what 4 grams of pumpkin seeds looks like. That's 3 grams, and that's 4 grams. And then I said on the flax seed that I was gonna have, where are they? I said 4 grams of that. I'm also having chia seeds, but that's soaking it. I soaked it overnight. 4 grams. That's actually 5 grams, but you know, Brazilian nuts. And these Brazilian nuts aren't bad, but maybe it's me. I'm gonna do 1, and that was 3 grams too. And that's 7 grams. So I put 8 grams in there in my fitness tracker, but we'll just leave it. Oh, it now it's saying 8. So this is that mix. And then I did my chia seeds. I have 1/3 of a serving of the chia seeds. I'm about to make some Greek yogurt and put these in there. I do like to like nibble on one of the Brazilian nuts by itself. So with the yogurt, because it gets stuck to the spoon and everything like that, putting the yogurt on the thing and tearing it, like zeroing it out and then just taking out of there gives you a more accurate. So that's 100 grams. I'm trying to get 150. Okay, 150 on the donuts. Okay, so this is 150 grams. Protein powder, which I don't weigh my protein powder. I'm running low. I don't know if I'm gonna get some more, if I'm just gonna like try to rely more on whole foods, because ultimately I want to rely more on whole foods. So or maybe I should start doing that now while I just have a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. I put a little water in there so that it mixes easier. And I'm gonna try not to make a mess and stir. So last time I added Splenda, but it didn't need it because the protein powder has sugars or artificial sweeteners, has sweeteners in it, we'll say. Let me get my chia seeds before I forget them. I think I just measured out what it would be for 1 serving, and then I just split that over 3 days. Like really no need to remeasure, because it's not like, you know, it's like your calories are like an average of what you eat, you know, day to day. Only thing is, if you're on the nose every day, then you know you're on the nose. Mix in my nutrients. Yes. And I have here, what you see here is, oh, I need to get some of my berries. The berries is about to expire. I have 351 calories, 43 grams of protein, 17 grams of carb, and 12 grams of fat. That ain't bad. I'm gonna have to eat some berries later, maybe. It's good. That's me. I'm doing that. I'll talk to you later. What was I gonna tell you? Oh, I'm eating I ate half of this before I left. I'm eating the other half now. It's good now that it's better. It was good before, but it's better now that it's had a chance to like solidify. You know, the chia seeds have kind of gotten onto this, even though I did soak the chia seeds already overnight. But I might need to do this overnight, or think about doing it overnight. Not need to, but it's an option. Then I'm gonna take a shower, then I'll have lunch. I was about to make my lunch, but it's like 12:02, and I do have this, and I don't want to rush it. I want to take a shower. I want to like sit down and kind of just like get into it's Monday, it's MLK Day, so I'm off work this Monday, and so I just want to get into that kind of a showered, calm vibe. I am gonna be working on my room today, getting my clothes organized. switching some things around in here, but in a relaxed way. Oh, that gym. So I got a 3-day pass to that gym because I go there and I pay $20 when I go to do that dance class. But if I was a member, I would be able to go for free. But I just got a 3-day like free pass. Like it's LA Fitness. And I think like LA Fitness every 3 months or something like that, you can get a free 3-day pass, or, you know, if you use a different phone number or a different email, you know, but I don't be abusing it, but I did use it this time. And so I went to the dance class yesterday, and today I went over there and I was using some of their machines that they don't have at my gym, like the booty builder, the hip thrust. They have a booty builder standing hip thrust. This other machine, I took like, the place is packed. It's such a huge gym. It's so much stuff in there. I'm not gonna say I am considering. I'm saying, I don't know. It would be nice to have a membership there, but I don't know how much I would use it. And it is very overstimulating. A lot of my gym, I think I may prefer the older crowd. It's overstimulating in that place. Like everybody, I feel like not everybody looking at me, but it's just like when you see somebody that's similar to you, you looking at them. Like everybody looking. I'm like, oof. Whereas at the other gym, I'm kind of invisible, and I may have come to enjoy being invisible. So I don't know. And their parking lot is trash. And I heard him tell somebody they thinking about getting valet. Come on, y'all just don't have this was silly for y'all to get here and y'all don't have the parking space for this big old gym. It's just huge. But anywho, yeah, I went to just play around. I did my did I tell y'all I did my body fat stuff today? So really, I ain't no changes needed. No notes. I'm doing everything correct. And if I ain't, it ain't messing nothing up. So talk about a body recomp. You know, I always like, you know, I be thinking, can't body recomp when you've been doing this for so long, blah, 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 blah. My body doing what it want to do. Period. And I'm just gonna do my part. Eat this. And I'm telling you right now, what I'm finna eat for lunch is gonna be a hodgepodge. I'm about to throw some stuff together with some chicken breast that we had for dinner yesterday. I got some old sweet peas in there that I need to eat. I got some potatoes from the other meal, from last week, that I need to eat. I'm finna throw that stuff in there. Oh, I made some cauliflower rice last night. I'm finna throw that in there. I'm just finna throw some stuff in there, count it, and go on about my day. I don't care how much protein is in it, how much fiber is in it, and we move on. Sometimes it's for fun. I done told you. Sometimes it's nutritious. Sometimes it's delicious. Most of the time it's both, but sometimes it just don't matter. Just whatever. Because tonight I want to make these pizza things. I've been, looking at recipes and stuff, and hopefully I do a better job of listening to the recipe this time. But like you make your own pizza dough with like cottage cheese and eggs and flour, so it has protein in it, and then some other stuff. I don't remember, but I'm going to hopefully make that tonight. So that'll be that. I don't need to have like necessarily the funnest lunch because I'm going to be able to satisfy that fun thing with dinner. All right.
Of course not. Greek operates.
She's talking about getting a slim thick look. She already got it. She already got it.
I started off this journey with 49, actually a little bit over 49% body fat. And I have a desire to get down to 29% body fat by Memorial Day weekend.
Basically, I done did this video so many times. I'm just listening to other creators' videos. Right now, listening to Beautiful I Am Colored. I'm listening video and doing a little Pilates. Good morning. It's Tuesday. Here go my girl about to tell me a story again.
If you're consistent with this program for the buttocks and the thighs, you will see
Dramatic results. 2 to 3 times a week. All it takes.
It's
Not much time to get the butt that you want. Now, the reason why I say that may not necessarily be true.
Very quickly.
Okay, I'm not trying to be like that. I'm not trying
to.
to body shame or nothing. But let's look at the facts. Let's look at the facts. Hold on.
To get the butt that you
Get
want.
this move out the way. I had no business doing that anyway. I had no business doing that. But what I'm gonna say is, Maury's body shape is her body shape, and she don't got no body fat on it, and she don't got no butt. Okay, and so me lifting my leg up in the air doing Pilates is not going to give me the butt that I want. Now, I do it because it does have benefits. It's my muscle connection with my glutes. It can help give it a pump. It works those small muscles, So I do it for the flexibility, for the strength of my hip and all of that. But as far as the butt that I want, I'm going to have to do the weights for that. For the butt that I want, because I don't have body fat on my butt, just like her. She don't have body fat on her butt, hips, none of that. Now, I have body fat, but majority of my body fat is not located in that area, in the roundness that I would want it. So I have to create that because that's not where my fat sits. So I have to create that with muscle, and me lifting my leg up, doing Pilates is not going to do it for me. May do it for you. When somebody is at a really low body fat, that might poke through something doing just Pilates. But honestly, if we look at Maury, who spent her life doing Pilates, it didn't do that because genetics. And she wasn't lifting weights. She just wasn't. I'm looking at her. So that's that. Yeah. So, but I'm not, no shade. I love her. Rest in peace. And I do it weekly. I'm trying to do her video weekly. I'm just saying, we got to be, just because somebody say something don't mean it's true. Let's remember that. All right. So yeah, I did my glute trigger session. I did Pilates. Now I'm just going to stretch. I want to make sure we talk about the goals for the week at some point today, but right now it's Tuesday, but yesterday again was MLK Day, so it feels like a Monday. My thoughts that I'm having right now are around the fact that I got on the scale that tells you your body fat, like that you hold the thing and it tells you your body fat. And so I saw that I made really good progress. I don't want to give too much of it away because I want to leave something for the monthly update. So every first of the month, I'll be posting my, updated weight and my updated body fat and all of that, muscle mass. But I got good news, and it makes me want to go harder. And I know people will be like, yeah, just go harder. But that's really not the answer. The answer is keep doing the same thing. It's working. So no need to try to fix it or do anything different. It's working. So slow, consistent success. Slow, consistent success. I have to keep myself on track because I am, doing my regular lifting I always been doing. And I'm eating, I recently took my calories down to 1900 a day, but I was eating 2,000 calories a day and losing weight. And now I'm, eating that 1900 and I'm losing weight. And So don't rush yourself down to, the other calorie things. Don't try to increase. It makes me want to be like, yeah, because I wanted to work out again today, even though I lifted weights yesterday at the gym. And so today is the break, and tomorrow I can do my regularly scheduled lifting session. But part of me just wants to be like, I gotta go for it. I gotta go. You don't. You don't. Save it. Because we don't have to, I don't want a week of go for it. I want a lifetime of the slow, sustainable success. So I have to remind myself of that. So I guess that brings me into my goals for the week. So today, is that one of those free days. I do my trigger session, and then I have the option to do HIIT training. I have the option to do Pilates. I have the option to do stretching, walking. It's kind of like a whatever you feel like doing. And so I've done the hodgepodge of whatever I feel like doing. Tomorrow will be my full body lifting day. The next day, we'll probably do HIIT and the trigger session since we didn't do HIIT training today. And we are in our follicular phase, so I do want to take advantage of that and get some, high intensity training in. Also being cognizant that I went to that dance class 2 weeks in a row, which is not necessarily HIIT training, but it is endurance training, just balancing it out. My steps, 12K. 12K a day, that's what I do. It works for me. Yesterday I did 10, so 10 is the minimum, but 12K is the goal. So, yeah, I'll do 12K, and everything will keep going in that same direction. I know how to get 12K. The 12K comes from going for my 15-minute walk during my work day outside, going for walking on my walking path for 30 minutes to an hour, and then taking a walk after work. I eat the 1,800 calories. I can focus more on my fiber and protein this week, especially my fiber, because I've kind of got the protein kind of down pat, but the fiber hasn't necessarily been at that 35 grams that I was shooting for.
I am going to do a 15-minute dance workout with you guys. I will not be breaking this down or explaining the moves. We're just going to play the music and vibe out, so make sure you have water near.
I'm already
I
up.
do have a 1 minute break in the playlist, so look out for that after song 3, and then only 3 more songs after that. So let's have fun, y'all.
HIIT session. Here's the format for it. You're going to start with a little warm-up. Just make sure things are ready to go. Then we'll jump into a 4-minute HIIT interval. Okay, so for 4 minutes, we're pushing the system. I want your heart rate to be anywhere between that 85 and 95% of your max heart rate. Okay, so you might need to calculate that out ahead of time, what that means for you. But you could also just go on your rate of perceived exertion to see how intense it is for you. You want to be at that level 8 to 9. So we're really challenging ourselves. Then we'll take a full 3-minute recovery. So this is going to be lower intensity.
Note to self, that was really good. So, the dance warm up, the 4x4 Norwegian, and the mobility, 10 minutes of mobility combo worked out really well. Now, the dance, the workout I did, the first one, that can be a full workout. I just wanted to do HIIT training this morning, so I just used it as a warm up. That's somebody that's local here in Cincinnati that I want to support, but they moved their location. I used to go to her dance classes, but she moved to a location that's farther from me. So me doing her at-home workouts is a way I can still, feel like I'm supporting. And that's it. Hopefully I'm leaving the workouts that I did this morning in the description box so you can check them out. See if you like them. Okay, I got my pumpkin seeds and my Brazilian nuts. an apple, 2 scoops of protein, spinach, flax seeds, hemp seeds, chia seeds. Just basically starting the day off with some, getting my nutrients, my micronutrients in, as well as my protein, fats, all of that. You saw what I did for a workout today, so it wasn't a workout that was around, I was gonna say built on building anything, so it wasn't a lifting program or anything. So I'm just refueling. I could have put some oatmeal with it, but I don't think it's necessary, so I'm gonna just leave it like this. So just before I got on the walking pad, I'm on the walking pad. Just before I got on, I was like, I don't want to get on. And I just thought to myself, like, thank you for sharing that. But, I mean, thank you. But I don't know why that would matter. When I'm, like, if I'm on my period or something like that, or I'm injured, I don't feel good in my body, then, okay, if we need to take a break, we listen to our bodies. But I'm not listening to just any old thing. Do you have something going on? Or you just don't want to get up? Well, thank you for letting me know. But let's go ahead and just, pull it on out, park it, turn it on. And yeah, because it's not, the requirement never was that I had to want to do it. That was never the requirement. And so, yeah, now I know I'm at my capacity with adding movement, right? So I have a 12K step goal. Yesterday I probably got like 15,000. The day before, maybe I get more than 12,000, but my minimum really is 10,000, but I'm shooting for 12K every day. That way I always make 10K. Because it's like, oh, okay, you can't get 12K today. Well, you at least got to get 10K. So 12K is the goal. And sometimes I go well above it, and sometimes I'm that little bit under it. But this is what I can do for a lifetime. I'm not going to set my goal to something that I know that I cannot keep up with forever. Because whatever I do to get where I'm going, I'm going to have to do to stay there. The calories will change, but it's really not going to be that much difference day to day. And the calories really not going to be that much different because I'll be in a smaller body. So if I'm not prepared to do that, a lot of movement on and on, which some people 12K is a lot of movement. To some people, 20K is a lot of movement. 15K is a lot of movement. That's not a place where I can add on. I'm not adding on no more to that. I'm not adding on really any more movement than what I'm doing right now. So for the sake of body maintenance or body change, for aesthetics. Now, if I choose to at some point, I want to run a 5K, then I'll train for the 9 weeks and I'll do the 5K and I'll move on. Something like that for sure. But like as far as ongoing, not gonna add anymore. And that is hard for a person with a personality that likes excess, likes to overindulge, because the mindset that makes you overindulge in food, that makes me overindulge in food, also tells me to overindulge in this, like do the most in everything, the most, more is better. And it's just not so. What can you do? How can we be even killed? Like, how can we do this calmly? How can we do this with ease? How can we set a baseline? Not saying I don't push myself. I'm steadily going up on my squat. I'm steadily going up on my deadlift. The walk might look different. The walk might get faster. The walk might get a weighted vest to it, but the time commitment that I have will stay the same. And like I said, some days the steps go up because things look different day to day. But what can you do forever? This is stuff I can do forever. And so, yeah, even with my food, I think I'm at a point to where this might be what I'm willing to do forever. But I know that just like my food has evolved over time, it can continue to. So this is what I'm willing to do right now with that. And also, it could be with my, that I'm saying 12K is my max. Maybe it's just for right now. Who knows? But if I get there and I see that I can't maintain it, I won't be like, the point is not to go do something for 1 month, 6 months, a year, and then look, I arrived somewhere. Once you get there, you still got to do that stuff. So won't be adding any craziness. Anyways, that's it. Just walking. Just walking, drinking my water. Same stuff. I'm going to put at the beginning of this video the lessons that I learned, or how 75 hard changed my life. And you see, these are some things. This wasn't a part of the walking, wasn't a part of 75 hard. I walked outside for that, but I still do that. Hold on, Queen. Sweet life of Queen. She's packing her lunch. Yes, I am proud of you packing your lunch. Anyway, so breakfast, I have egg whites. You cannot see this. Egg whites, ground beef, and spinach. Then I have my oatmeal. That has oatmeal, and it has the pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, and my Brazilian nuts in there. I need creatine. Breakfast is 504 calories, protein 52 grams, carbs 26, fat 20. I really don't pay attention to carbs and fats because I don't need to at this point. Like, I'm losing weight, I'm maintaining my muscle. That's all that matters. Yeah, I'm listening to Minglewood Brown. Yeah. So, I forgot I need also in that calorie count, in that 500 calories and 50 plus grams of protein was a protein shake. So I'll just put my creatine in there. It's a lot of food. I need it all because I deadlifted this morning, honey, and I've got to keep every bit of muscle I can. So that's what I'm doing. All right. Friday on the walking pad. Did we talk? Yeah, I showed you breakfast, stuff like that. I wanted to tell you about dinner last night. I ain't gonna say I made my own dough, but I didn't have a pre-made dough, right? So I made it out of like flour and egg whites. And first, the consistency was really good, but it wasn't the amount of egg white and flour that I wanted per person to meet what I had already put in. And so I added more. So it was a super thick crust, but it was good. And, I measured everything out, for 4 people. And so I was able to know the macros and stuff like that. And I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to do it way thinner. I don't know why I was pushing to have so much flour. Honestly, I added more flour because I wanted to have that much egg white in it because I wanted the protein. But and some would say, because I looked at a recipe, but I didn't follow the measurements of the recipe. I never do, okay? That's not my personality. I'm not going to try it if I feel like I got to do all that. So it was 2 things. It wasn't that hard, but I just didn't want to. I don't have to, okay? We would just eat the thick crust, and I learned by doing. Now I know, okay, keep it like it was before because it was perfect. I can tell the difference. Like, it turned it into like more of a, so first it was like what pizza dough would look like. It was that more gooey type of thing, the right consistency, but then it turned into what more of a pancake or a cornbread consistency would be like. And so that's why it was so thick. Okay, so I'm just gonna trial and error. But also what I'm gonna say, I just swore that because I ate that, I was gonna wake up heavier, like weighing more. But no, it's not the fact of what it is, as I already know. It's the calories, and I was in my calorie I was still in my calorie deficit. That my macros were really good. So doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be a salad to count. Good morning. It's Saturday. All right, I'm about to go to the gym. First, gotta have my oatmeal. I put too much of my protein liquid in there because the protein, I put too much water in it. It's not good. I got flax seeds in here. I got creatine in there. I got my pumpkin seeds, my Brazilian nuts. And it's just a little simple something before I go to the gym so I can, have breakfast accounted for and move on. What is in here? Oh, the flax seeds is making it taste like that. There's supposed to be a winter storm. Yeah. We went to the store yesterday, but we didn't get a lot of stuff that's like non-perishable items, and though we could survive. Yeah, so they saying that it's about to be a winter storm, and I'm like, okay, yeah. They said 8 to 10, and it's cold out here. It's about 7 degrees. Okay, I'm headed to the gym, and then I'm gonna go to the store. That's what I was telling y'all. So I'm headed to the gym because look, I mean, if there's nothing falling on the ground, I gotta keep moving, because if we're gonna be stuck in the house, then okay, but for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and do my weekend like I would do my weekend. So yeah, if we are to be stuck in the house, I'm not gonna be stuck in the house. Come on. Some weekends people just stay in the house, so let's not act like things have to change just because you can't go out the house. I'm not gonna be eating. The calories stay the same regardless of whether we can't, and in the house, out the house, snow, whatever. The goal is the goal. So I just have to make sure that I have enough non-perishable items if the power goes out, that I have what I need protein wise, calorie wise to do that. So we do have some canned chicken and some canned tuna. I might get another thing of canned chicken, but we should have enough. I don't want to have just all this stuff hanging around for nothing. Get some water, maybe some protein shakes, stuff like that. I just want to go and look and see what I might want. Get some little snacky foods for the boys, but I'm not sitting around eating chips just because it's snowing outside. I'm not going back. Those days are over. I'm not going back. No, you can't make me. I'm never going back. And that's just the facts. I'm not going back. It's over. Those days are over. Okay? I don't care about no dang on snow. Cool. We will stay in the house and we will get our steps in cleaning up. That's what it sounds like. We will get our steps in cleaning up. But we will still get our steps in. We may drink a made protein shake. We may have a little nasty cold can of chicken. The mayonnaise is still going to work. The mustard, the relish is still going to work. And we may eat that and we may go on about our day. That is how it's going to go down. If we would like to have some chips, the scale still works. It still will measure out that 28 grams for your girl. It'll still measure it out. So measure out your 28 grams of chips and eat them. And go on back to cleaning up, back to editing, back to reading, back to stretching, do whatever. But we're not going to sit around and eat because it's snowed. And when I say we, I mean me. I don't know what you're going to do. Enjoy your storm, but the storm ain't going to be playing with me. Oh, I'm hitting this mic. My bad. The storm is not going to be playing with me. Now I'm about to go in here to this class. It's just like a, I don't know. It's called Shapes by Les Mills. I think that's how you say it. But, yeah, so it's more like a Pilates, body weight type of thing. It's the weekend. On the weekend, it's more about just getting some movement in. Sometimes it'll be HIIT. Sometimes it's a dance class. But really, honestly, it's just mixing it up, doing whatever. I would like to go to the body pump class on Sunday, but I probably didn't need to go no way because body pump is just a lot of muscle endurance. Like you doing about 100 bicep curls and stuff. You're just doing it to the song. Boom, boom, Boom. So it's a lot of muscle endurance. But I just wanted to try it out because I haven't done it in a decade. And I just wanted to hang out with it, But that is going to make me tired for my real lifting session. So probably for the best if I get snowed in. But if I don't see no snow on the ground, I'm going to come on over. Because, yeah. All right, I'm here. I'll talk to you. That was a good one. I went to the class. It was so it was the type of hard that's like not, it burns, it was more like Pilates type of movements, those kinds of things. And so it was mentally and endurance wise exhausting, but it wasn't like heavy or heart pumping. I did 20 minutes on the Stairmaster before I left. I was listening to I Am Beautiful Colored, listening to her live this morning while I was getting that done. Now I'm gonna go to this store and see what's up. It'll probably be in the house after that. I can't really think of, I don't want to get too much stuff. Like, I'm not trying to be like overindulgent on this situation because it's just not that deep. Like, because if it get too bad, we leaving the house anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, in Kansas City and probably other places, of course, in 2002, there was this ice storm that like cut out the power for a long time. And me and my two grandmas, we went to a hotel. So I know, if little Barbara was going to a hotel when it get bad, Big Barb going to is not. Who got a power generator? That's the question. Who got a power generator? Because I'm on my way, honey. Because I can't go to sleep in the cold. I can't do it. I'm gonna try. We got the blankets and all of that, but if it gets too hectic, I'm gonna have to get out of there. Yeah, I hope this store ain't packed. Like, everybody should have got what they was gonna get yesterday. I got my nerve, huh? Yeah, I hope it's not packed. I just want to go in, get what I need to get. Or I don't know if I need to get it, but I'm gonna get some things just to be getting it. And that's that. So the snow and all that, yes, very scary, very scary. But what's really scary is all the sneezing and the harking and the snotting. Now, I was sick, okay? I just got well. And I just cannot be getting sick. That's why I need to get in the house, because these folks is blowing their nose everywhere. And I'm like, oh, at the gym, in the grocery store, I said, let me get home. Because I was watching It's Bree Chantel. And I'm listening because I'm working out while I'm watching it, of course. That's what I do. But I'm listening and I'm like, oh, the words, the cadence sounds like me. What she listening to on the video, but it's a given Barry White. Like, maybe that lady smoked cigarettes. I said, oh, that's me. A couple weeks ago, I went down a few, and it was giving Barry White a little more smokier. Like, I may have been a 20, 30 year cigarette smoker. I said, oh, that's me. I said, that lady, I might want to watch her. No, it's me. Barbara White, baby. My voice was so freaking deep and raspy on that video that she was watching. My word. But yeah, I'm recovered and I've got to get in the house. I can't even touch. I think I just touched my face. I can't be doing that because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being sick. So absolutely not. Let me get in the house and just stay there. I gotta wash myself. First things I need to do is I got to take a shower. I need to film a video, and then I need to wash my hair and get right back in them twists. In case we do lose power, I want my hair to already have been washed and already be back in the twist for the week. Already be dry, basically, not wet, and move on. That's it. So I hid the little snacks and stuff that I bought for the boys. I realized I didn't show y'all because I was so busy trying to hide them and all that. I just got them some like chips and crackers and stuff like that. I got some sardines and some more tuna, canned tuna, which is not going to help us now that I think about it because we don't have a can opener that's not electric. And then, I bought these protein shakes. I got some other stuff too. Oatmeal, that's like instant oatmeal, which I guess we could have used I got some instant oatmeal. But it's peanut butter, jelly, stuff like that. I bought these and I was so talking about them going to start eating stuff before, it's even a snowflake on the ground. And look at me. Because there are other protein sources that I could be using right now other than my, supposed to be for a rainy day or a snowy day. But, I bought 6 of them. So I'm just going to have one now because I want to. And yeah.
My voice back.
So, I'm listening to Shay's Journey. That live last night. I'm glad I went to bed because that was a lot. They had a lot going on in Sweet Life of Queens live, and I knew it was about to be a lot going on in hers. But anyway, I took a shower. I'm about to actually film the start of this video, but I figured I would do the end of the video now with the bonus that I didn't talk about, that I'm not going to talk about during the little chat I'm about to have, little talking head chat I'm about to have, which I guess this is talking head too. But anyway, so what I was thinking about while I was in the shower is like, with the storm and stuff like that, normally before I did 75 hard and kind of had all that time to practice my little I don't snack thing, I would have just been like, oh, snacks, I need snacks. But I have already set in my mind over like maybe 200 days at this point that I do not snack. And so I'm not looking for no snack. And it's like, even when it snows, whatever going on, the rules still apply. When you have like a regimen or like parameters, it's helpful. Those things that I was able to practice and get time practicing with 75 hard are still working for me, because if it's not 8 o'clock and you're counting this as your breakfast, if it's not noon and you're counting this as your lunch, if it's not after 5 p.m. and you have your dinner prepared, or whatever you about to eat, you're counting it as your dinner, then it's not time to eat. I eat 3 meals a day, and that's that. It's not, now today, hold on though. Except sometimes on the weekends, or sometimes with my workout, I will split my breakfast. Like, come on, we have to. Sometimes if it calls for it, I will. But as a rule, I really don't. And that's not a snack. That's because I be needing food. Well, sometimes if I'm lifting heavy, and on the weekends when I don't want to have a lot on my stomach before I go to the gym, I'll have a little something and I'll just kind of split my breakfast. But that's beside the point. Semantics. But yeah, I just think that was just, it really changed my life. Like, yes, my life was changing before I started 75 hard, which gave me the mind to be able to do it, and to do it in a way where I wasn't concerned about, oh, if I mess up, it's the end of the world. It gave me that. I already had that because of all the therapy, all the books. I was trying to see if I had some of the books around me, but all the therapy, all the books, all the workbooks, the, emotional eating type of books and all of that I had read and worked through, I was just already like, I was like ready for it. And that just gave me that time that I needed to practice those new habits. And I'm just so grateful for it. Now, I don't know if I'll ever do it again, but it definitely served its purpose. And this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next week. Take care.